there's thunder. I'm gonna do this anyways. What's up? A succulent Chinese meal? We're gonna be playing some ham radio. And I was gonna upload this one as an unedited version. Just full length. Skip to the parts that you want to see. You know, use that forward button and listen to the because I haven't uploaded in a while and I really don't have time to edit videos right now. I have so many that I've got on the chopping block, but I'm out here today because my kid's at camp, and what a better time to play radio than while your kid's at camp. He's there for 4 hours. I got here in less than 20 minutes because they raised the speed limit to 65. And we're gonna play until the bottom drops out. I hear thunder. I don't think it's coming towards me. I assume, and you know what that does, that the storm is headed north. And honestly, I'm just gonna say it's the military dropping bombs. But I have my NICEC chair, or NICEC table. Chair is pink and old, but it still works. Okay. We'll take a seat for a minute and enjoy the scene. Oh, enjoy the fact that my chair just broke. I think it's time for a new one. I'm here activating the Dover and Pitch Plant Bog. I've been activating Reed Bingham State Park. So this one's a little bit different than my normal location, but we're gonna get it done. So we'll start on 40 meters. I did modify this bag with some elastic so that I can store my antenna masts on the side. And we're gonna do the droopy method of the antenna today. I'm just gonna set it up right here. So we've got these are for sale on my website. It's a 17-foot random wire. That is it. It comes with everything you need. Check out my website, w1rcp.com. I'm also going to use headphones today and a recorder that I will put the link, it's an affiliate link, down in the description if you want one. It's kind of like the Sony IPX that I reviewed many years ago, except that it's only $20-ish. It's a third of the price. Yeah, that's definitely thunder. I swear, I can't do anything without thunder getting involved. But hopefully we can make this happen pretty quickly, and then we can get safely on the road. It's not dark enough for me to be worried about yet. Now, in light of recent events, it's probably not smart to be out here with it thundering, but I drove all this way and expelled all that gas. So I'm gonna make this happen. If push comes to shove, I've got a radio in the Jeep. I can do some single sideband while it rains on the inside. Not a problem. Okay, for a wireless activity, there's a lot of wires. Also, Talent Cell, 6 amp hour battery, when used correctly, can deliver up to 8 when it's brand new. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug that in. It plugs straight into the Elecraft KX2, which is also amazing. Now, I have not tried this out yet, but this digital recorder has an input and an output. So we'll get some volume. We'll give ourselves 5 watts of power. We will go output, phones, input, recorder. Output, headphones. Now, I would give you the link to these. I'll give you a link to some headphones that are similar, but these are actually in-ear monitors, and I think they sound pretty daggum good through these headphones. I do not have them neatly put away, so they tend to get tangly tangled. And let's hit record. All right. So, a little bit of white noise. That's okay. We know that works. Actually, I'm not going to start on 40 just because of the storm being right there. But we're going to do this whole setup sitting down just to show you that it can be done. Now, this is some hard ground right here. I can't sit down for this. Okay, I told a slight fib. I forgot, this is where cars drive. That ground is hard as mess. So we will put that back in and we'll go for the 25 footer. If you want to know how to make this coax, I have a video. Get the parts from DigiKey, works like a boss. Kind of like ABR Industries, but made by you or me. And the thing about this antenna is, I don't know if you can see me over here, but that's all it takes. Until you're done. We're set up. It's go time. I'm going to be at 14042 if you're watching. See if anybody's there. Chase them and tell them you're watching a YouTube video. So how fast do you think that setup was even with me yapping? Let me know in the comments. Moving away, so that's good. that was awesome. Let's see if he's in the spots. There's terrible internet out here, so I don't expect to get any spots. No, this is... No, that ain't no 599. Chris is back. Okay, so we're up to 7. But the lightning in my ears is getting stronger. So we're getting real close to having to leave already. But we've got 7 QSOs. So that's good. 7. I don't know if he heard, that's not, I was spotted wrong. Okay, well, that was the same guy. I was spotted as KO4NLL. Shouldn't have been spotted. I don't know what happened in... Oh. I see why now. How did that happen? That should have worked. That worked. Something crazy happened with my iPad. What the heck? Did you see that? I shared my iPad screen with you just to see. It helps me to line the audio up. There's actually 3 audio sources. The camera over there, the Sunland, nice straight key action. Not straight key. Bug. That was a bug. I keep messing with this ear because I think it's twisted. Not sitting in my ear correctly. That's better. About every 2 minutes is usually my QRP average. It doesn't matter what antenna I use. About 2 minutes per QSO is how I judge if something's good or not. And this antenna really does great for 17 feet. It is ever so slightly longer than a 20-meter dipole. We're talking like inches. Just enough that it is not resonant on 20 meters. So with a random wire, you usually have to use some kind of tuner. Joyzy. It's gonna miss us. We might be okay. Let's narrow the filter a little bit. That might help with some of the noise, not much, because whatever's going on over there, ooh, porta potties, whatever's going on over there in the weather is affecting what I'm doing here. Moxby. That's 10. Now we're on extra credit now. That was fast. About 20 minutes. That's what I expect out of an activation QRP. We'll play for a little bit longer because I don't... There's Joe. I'm not Bob, I'm Rob. I'm not Bob, I'm Rob. Pile up. Wow, he's gone. This is one of those things, I hope he's in a... trying to turn on attenuation. I didn't mean to do that. I don't even know how to turn it off. Ah. I don't know what way the storm is headed, but I haven't heard thunder in a minute. But it is getting darker, so I think this is going to be the last call. That was only a 5 on the S meter, and that about broke my ears. Okay, that is probably unusable audio, but that was a good activation. 16 QSOs. Now what? Still have 3 hours left until I go get my kid from camp. See, I need a little teeny tiny clip for this. I wonder if I could 3D print one. Bet you can. So now here's cleanup. Cleanup is just as easy. You clean up. Put everything back where you're supposed to get it. I think the storms are moving northwest, which means there's a chance for some severe weather today, if that's the direction they're coming from. And we will gladly put all this up. Radadio. Oh, there is still thunder, but it's not nearly as loud as it was. But because it's getting dark, I'm gonna go darker. It's not nighttime or anything, but I'm gonna go ahead and tack it up. Succulent Chinese meal? I guess I'm taking some ants with me because I'm not going to try to get those out of the bag. Whoops. Didn't put my recorder back in the box. There we go. Now that is put away. That's for that. We'll put the talent cell. These guys really know how to, guys and gals really know how to do it. For real, they know how to do it. Okay. Put this up here. We will stop the recording. All right. Now we'll pack the antenna up. PP spike back out of the ground, and I will show you this. This is how I'm designed these, is to have a loop with a knot, and when you cinch it over like that, then all you have to do is pass your loop over the knot and boop, look at there, how nifty. And the directions are on my website on how to build this. If you want to source your own parts, that's perfectly acceptable. Then, always, for this antenna, if you want to have the ease of being able to put this up without having to unravel it right away, and as you're putting the antenna up, it just flips over. You start with your counterpoise first. You put your counterpoise in like that, and then you start wrapping. When you're done, if you tied this knot correctly, you should be able to press it through like that and hold it in place. There you go. Look at that. All ready to rock and roll. So you put that in the antenna section of your bag. Zip your bag up. PP spike is in place. I sewed this on. There's a short where I sewed some elastic to this Cabela's bag. My sister's tired of hearing the word Cabela's bag. But that way I can just whoop, carry it just like that. Take your iPad or your log, whatever you use, your paper log, your Ride in the Rain, down in the description, affiliate link, Ride in the Rain pen, which we may have had to do that. You know, I've never had to use my Ride in the Rain, but the reason that I got a Ride in the Rain is because my friend Eddie, KO4NLL, bought me one, because one of my first true straight up portable activations, it was at Ozone Falls in Tennessee. It actually did rain on my paper and smeared the ink everywhere. I was able to get the call signs out of it, but back then I was making Excel spreadsheets, exporting them as comma separated, importing them into ADIF Master, totally around the elbow to get to the knee, and it was a mess. But I used to, that's how I logged, and I would put the time, and that's before I might not have even used ADIF Master. I might have written a program to convert them into the ADIF format. But this table folds up neatly. My one qualm is these right here, I wish they went in opposite directions so you could put something that's springy-dingy on them, because you have to watch out. Sometimes they'll whoop, slip off and you'll open your box. Last thing to go is the pink chair. Subscribers and members of the channel, thank you guys. Without your support, I wouldn't have the ability to come out here and actually do this kind of stuff. So thank you so much for your support. If you want to become a channel member, it's pretty easy. It's youtube.com/@W1RCP/join, or check the link down in the description. But check out some other videos. I have quite a few activation videos. I've got some stuff that's a little outdated when it comes to parks on the air, but hey, who doesn't? If you've been doing parks on the air for more than about 3 years, you probably got like K references in your videos. If you're in the US. Now, if you're outside of the US, you got all kinds of crazy stuff. They changed them to make them more universal using ANSI standards. So, thank you so much. I'm Robbie W1RCP, and we'll catch you on the flip side.